How's it going? Sean Williams with Sojourn Wealth Advisory, where my focus is helping families like yours manage their resources for the opportunities ahead. In this episode, I'm going to share with you one of my family's favorite day trips to take, an incredible fountain garden, as well as how you can create your own cash flow. Let's roll the intro. One of my family's favorite day trips to take is Longwood Gardens, which is located in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, and it is a beautiful public garden. It was originally part of the Pierre S. Dupont estate, but because of tax law changes, he didn't want to pay an incessant amount of taxes each and every year, so he transferred the ownership to a foundation, which later became Longwood Gardens. Good work, Pierre. One especially beautiful area is the main fountain garden. Now, if you haven't seen it already, nothing I say is going to be able to give it any justice, so make sure to see it for yourself. But it is incredible. It boasts of more than 1,700 jets and can actually propel water like a cannon up to 175 feet in the air. What you see is incredible, but what you don't see is what makes it possible. Underneath it all lays more than 1,400 feet of tunnels, along with piping and pumps that make it possible. And this serves as a great picture. I'd like you to envision your money as water. Your money flows through your income to any giving, savings, investing, and spending that you do. And a cash flow can help give you the design and structure so that you can direct where that money is to go. So how's that different from a budget? Well, budgets have a tendency to make people look backward rather than forward, and so it becomes a list of different expenses that they've had, but they're not actually changing how they're handling money. A cash flow tends to look forward, and so you can make adjustments as you see fit, and that way it's a much more helpful tool to be able to manage the money going forward. This way, you'll be able to make your money more efficient and likely be able to achieve things that you otherwise couldn't. After all, 338,000 gallons of water without boundaries makes a swamp, not a fountain. Thankfully, your cash flow doesn't have to be as complex as the main fountain garden. So here's some easy steps to get started in creating your cash flow. First, know your income. Take your income from whatever you receive after taxes or whatever hits the bank account. If you want to start with your income before that amount, then make sure to subtract any taxes that you might have or any deductions, payroll deductions that you may have. Second, channel your cash. List out what you expect your giving, savings, investing, and expenses to be. It's important that these categories are specific enough so that you know where your money's going, but general enough so that you're not dealing with a bunch of minutia. Automate when you can. Whether you're automatically investing or automatically paying your bills, it's important for you to be able to know where your money's going and to monitor it, but automate when you can to make it easier on yourself. And lastly, monitor and adjust. It's important that your cash flow be both flexible and fixed. What do I mean by that? Well, it needs to be flexible enough so that when you have expenses that are above or below the category, that you can make adjustments. And it needs to be fixed enough so that you ultimately get to zero. So your income minus any giving, savings, investing, and expenses should equal zero. And that's when you'll know that your money is being completely efficient. Money is liquid. And like water, money will find any holes or cracks that it can. So that's why you want to be able to take and monitor and adjust your cash flow as needed. A cash flow is one more tool that can help you build wealth over time. In fact, if you haven't already, be sure to head over to sojournwealth.com, and then under Assess, you can find an assessment for your potential for building wealth. It's actually based off of more than 40 years of extensive research by Dr. Thomas J. Stanley and Dr. Sarah Fala on the wealthy and their psychometrics. So again, if you haven't already checked it out, be sure to do so, and you're free to share that with others. As well, if you'd like to contact me and find out how I can help you and your family, be sure to do so. You can message me and or go to sojournwealth.com, and there you can see schedule, and we can schedule a time to talk. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, be sure to let me know. Comment, share, subscribe, follow, and until next time, sojourn well.